Alright, so welcome back. So after saving your attribute entries, you're able to come to the dashboard for the client, where you're able to see an overview of what the treatment that client is undergoing. And here you're able to see the baseline information there. Okay, you're able to see the treatment, you're able to see the laboratory, contact screening, transfer, community follow-up, dots, and treatment outcome. So as I walk through the dashboard, we're at the top, we're in the overview tab. Here at the top here, we're in the overview tab. Then we also have the indicators, that is if we have any program indicators for this specific client that we're interested in. We have the relationships that we'll see later, and also the notes tab where you're able to take notes on the client. So then you're able to see the details. If you click on see details, it will take you back to the attributes of the client where you can edit them, or maybe you want to share. Now we're going to go to the baseline, and when you click on baseline, it will show you if baseline has an event. And for a client who's newly enrolled, we will not see any event here, but for one that has previously been enrolled and has a baseline, you will see the baseline stage coming. The event showing in the baseline stage. So if you want to go ahead and edit, you're able to drop down. Let me just do that for you again, so you click on baseline, and then here you either have an add button. For instance, if I went to treatment and I wanted to add, you'll see an add button, but because baseline already has an event, there's no add button. It would have been here under the 22 hours ago part, where I'll click the add. Okay, and I'll be able to add a baseline event for this client. And since one is already added, we're able to just select the one that is there, and so we can edit. All right, and later on we're going to see how we can add. Unfortunately, this client already has an event that was already added, but still, then the procedure is the same here. You're able to go ahead and add in all the fields for the type of classification, for the referral. Okay, the way we did it in the attributes, you choose the different section. The next section will be treatment start date. Treatment start, sorry. And then HIV status, the risk group, then the lab, then of course the diabetes status. Once that is done, you're able to select the save button on the bottom right hand side, and see, it asks you, what would you like to do for this event? You can reopen, since this was already open, you can reopen it, but it will either be finish or exit, as we'll see in the next demonstration. So that was baseline. So if I go for treatment, you see on treatment, because it's repeatable, I can add more treatment events. I click on the add button, then I add new. Okay, then when I add new, I'll have to add the visit date. Okay, it picks today's date by default, but you can go ahead and edit it in case you wanted to. Then you click on next, then it will take you to the treatment stage, and then it will ask you whether you want to schedule an appointment or not. Then you'll have to choose the treatment month, okay, like we saw in the web, and then you go through all the different sections below. Okay, drugs dispensed. Once that is done, HIV. Okay, then adverse events like we saw in the web. Okay, you're able to select. If I select yes, okay, then that's what we have. And if you're able to, then if you click on save, you see you have finish and complete and finish. So then you select finish and complete. Now it will not allow me to finish and complete because some mandatory fields are missing. So just make sure that you fill in all the mandatory fields like you had on the web application, and then you can proceed. Okay, then so you do that for all the different stages there. Okay, and once that is done, once you're done with that, you click at the top left hand side or the back button of the device, and it will take you back to the search screen, ready for you to enter another client and fill in their details. Thank you. And we're just going to go over this in a few minutes once again, but this is just for your benefit in the future.